All right, people. So we have this following one right here, brought to you by Visual Venture. Sam, we have disturbing internet legends that turned out to be true, and you know, some more disturbing internet for your mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch things up, man. You know, I know we're doing the whole little history reaction thing. You know, before that was the whole psychological reaction, you know, content. Now let's get into some Disturbia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all feel about that, but yeah, the analytics will let me know, right? There's nobody is in the comments yet letting me know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but yeah, let's hop into some Disturbia. You feel what I mean? Disturbia reactions. Yeah, I don't know. It don't sound too bad for me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, though, let's get into this one.
Passive with goodbyes, I'd rather you tell them. But now the truth is I've digressed from all the feelings, so it's forever though. Like my mama's son missing, ain't no telling. Do they love or did they kill him? The dominoes have fallen, we can't go back to beginning. This existential crisis, the reason I cannot keep competing.
Right, man, right. We talking disturbing trends. Right, the worst internet trends still happening today. Visual Venture. I don't know, man. I don't know. Quick little exercise, right? Disturbing trends that I see still happening today. I'll go first, okay? Let me just get my setup right. I'll go first. People being married. Let's go. People getting kids out of wedlock. Young as fuck. I'm talking teenagers at this point. You see, once you start like beyond like 18, like, you know what I'm saying, but for me really 25. You know what I'm saying, firstborn 25, you straight, you smooth. Let me see, because now we're talking about like the kind of energy that you like can transfer to your kid, to your offspring. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be potent, bro. It's gotta be like legit energy, bro. And by the time that you're like 25, you know what I'm saying, you've experienced enough of life to be like, yo, I know what's healthy to impart, you know, in this child, and I know what isn't, and I know how to, because now I have more capacity for like even bullshit, you know what I'm saying, tolerating that, growing from that, all that kind of stuff. At least you have at least a starting point by 25. But anyway, what else, bro? Dating in 2026. That's a disturbing trend, because it's a disturbing trend. You want me to delve in it? Bro, I yapped enough in the intro. You want me to go in right now? Alright, fuck it. Look, like the whole thing of just like dating is such a performative art. We know this, you know what I'm saying? Especially in 2026 moving forward. Let me clarify that. 2026 moving forward, there used to be what's called courting. Now dating has took over the scene. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just an extreme sport at this point. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of resources are used for little to no return on investment, really. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do your homework in terms of the details as to who loses more, who loses the least. But like dating, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing but also it could used as a tool to just like project online for as long as, you know, the union works, for as long as you guys make sense and you guys, I don't know, look good together or whatever. Like, bro, there's content couples, y'all know that. There's content couples. So, you know, the whole dating thing for me is disturbing, because now it blurs the lines when it comes to really, you know, people that are authentic, but then they go the dating route. You know what I'm saying? They are authentic about their intentions with another person. They really trying to transform their lives, really trying to get something good situated in their lives. But then, you know what I'm saying, they go the dating route because a whole lot of people are going that route, and you know, it seems like the sensible route to go. And you who's trying to be authentic can, you know, you're just susceptible to being hurt the most, if you ask me. So, but yeah, that was just like disturbing trends that are still happening today. Let's see, according to Visual Venture, y'all know how it goes, man. If y'all see any or bump into any point of interest for yourself, go ahead and tap in. There you go. There's the channel, Visual Ventures, right? Venture. Okay, my fault. Let's go.
Some internet and social media trends are stupid, some are dangerous,
Talk about
and
it.
some are both. These are what we're gonna dive into. These are the worst internet trends still happening today.
Yo, and shout out Visual Ventures, bro. I remember reacting to one of his videos, but this was like months ago. You know what I'm saying, and I wasn't bored. I was not bored. That's something to salute there.
The goal, guys, is 2.5 million subscribers by the end of 2026. It is crazy, so it would mean the world if you subscribe, and I promise to do my very best to
Visual
put out.
Ventures, bro, don't even, you know what I'm saying, don't even sweat it, my brother. Hold on, bro. I'm not even sure why I'm not subscribed. And for the sake of, you know, chopping up some content from you, you know what I'm saying, I'll go ahead and do that post notification thingy. Let's do it.
Best videos I possibly can for you. I'm Visual Venture, and you are awesome. Swarming.
Swarming.
This trend is awful because it does.
Swarming. Hold on, just a little moment of silence. I feel like, you know, at every moment, especially when I'm not familiar with the trend, I think it deserves a moment of silence so that we probably take a guess. Let me probably try and guess, you know what I'm saying, what it is, and then we'll see the real version of it, right? Swarming. Wait, isn't that okay? I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Let me first get the definition of swarming. Y'all know I gotta do this, bro. It's literally gonna take 10 seconds, so if you feel like it's gonna waste your time, just like skip 10 seconds ahead. Co-pilot, please give me the definition of swarming.
Swarming means gathering or moving together in a large group.
Okay, so moving together in a large group. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, especially within this streaming age and streaming things going on, right? Swarming is probably, fuck, I don't know why I'm thinking swatting. No, I'm thinking swatting when the police is you know, I don't know, man, called upon like a streamer's live stream session, wherever location that may be, and then have a bunch of police like pull up, or authority figures or whatever, pull up to your crib. This has never happened to me. This is why my definition is kind of fuzzy. I'm saying they pull up to your crib, you know what I'm saying, as per what your viewers called the popo on you, the streamer, for. You know what I'm saying? It may be something violent. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, yo, something violent is going on. Yo, go to location XYZ, just because you, the streamer, got you know, they can trace your location for some reason. Your viewers can trace your location and like pull the cops on you. Talking about, yo, there's a murder going on there right now. Get there right now. And then, you know, the cops, they get there, they don't ask no questions. You know what I'm saying? It's just pure rah. It's pure rah. Swarming though, swarm of bees. Let's go with that kind of breaking it down, right? Swarm of bees. So it's a whole bunch of bees, but bees, they sting, you know what I'm saying? So bees, we talking hive, so we might talk maybe the toxic part of a creator's community that comes and raids maybe a stream just to be on some hateful vibe, right? Let's see if that's the one.
Doesn't affect those doing it. Instead, it causes problems for random people who just happen to be nearby. The trend has different names depending on who you ask. Some call it swarming or steaming. Others call it teen takeovers, but the idea is the same.
Okay, I was wrong. Yeah, I was off. I get it.
Media calls for mobs of young people to show up at shopping malls with the goal of causing total chaos.
Oh my god, but wasn't I like maybe on, you know what I'm saying? Like the description is not far off from what I described. I ain't gonna hold you, because okay, I was talking about it from the perspective or from the POV of just like the streaming world, right? The streaming industry, where you got like a whole bunch of hive-minded kind of individuals that may just like flood up your stream on some hateful vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, discriminatory vibe. I mean, okay, tap into, and this is not a recommendation, it's just like for research purposes if you're that curious. Tap into streams like Sneeko's stream, and you see the kind of like audience that that guy entertains, you know what I'm saying? For me, like that would be like a swarm of people, because like they there, but you know, they mess with Sneeko, they be supporting him, they be, so okay, that might just be like a different scenario. But you know what I'm saying, just maybe Okay, cool. I'm reaching. My fault.
I'm tripping. I had to go back on it. I had to go back on it. My bad, chat. My apologies. I'm tripping. I had to go back on that.
I just had a brain fart. No. Okay, cool. So it's just like a bunch of teenage individuals pulling up to a store, ransacking that mug.
People use TikTok and Snapchat to gather hundreds of teens.
Let me get that right.
Social media calls for mobs of young people to show up at shopping malls with the goal of causing total chaos.
Oh yeah, total chaos. Ransacking that mug. All right, let's do it.
TikTok and Snapchat to gather hundreds of teens in the same place at the same time.
Shit?
It could be a store, a fast food spot, or even a parking lot. And they all show up for one reason: to
Wait, is this the new
cause trouble?
To cause trouble? Is this the new form of gangsterism? I don't know, like gang activity, like, because obviously this could only work if y'all like just gang up, like, you know what I'm saying, group up, like, you know what I'm saying, like pocket up and tee up and like as a group and then go out. I think I saw people with shiesties on. Like, this is some gang activity, right?
Is it advertised
where they like gang up instead of gang on gang and just like destroying neighborhoods and shit like that? They go against these corporate establishments and stores and blah blah blah. This is crazy.
Let's come cause chaos? For the most part, yes, that's what it appears to be. It's bring your drama.
During these swarms, people become rowdy and the property is damaged. This trend isn't new. It traces back to a crime from years ago. In the early
Where do they do this trend, bruh? Like, where do they do this trend? Like, hold on, co-pilot, help me out, buddy. Wait. Yo, co-pilot. So I am consuming some content about this disturbing trend called swarming. Where do they practice this trend a lot, like in the world? Like, what's up with that?
Swarming behavior is actually observed in various parts of the world. And it's not just limited to one specific region. For instance, you'll see it a lot in nature with insects like ants and bees, as well as in fish schools or bird flocks. It's a collective movement pattern found in many animal populations.
Okay, animal populations, that's interesting, because I am talking about with regards to human beings making it a trend that people are now observing and talking about online. Are you aware of that?
In terms of humans doing this as a trend, it's actually something that's been observed in multiple places where people gather in large groups, like urban environments or organized events. Researchers have even studied how human crowds can show swarming patterns that are a bit like what you see in—
Oh my god, co-pilot with your like just on the fence answers. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, sometimes you gotta be biased, co-pilot. Like, just give me the definite answer, bro. I know you know that shit.
Early 2010s flash mob robberies started happening. Groups would rush into stores, grab what they could, and run, because there was so much—
Oh shit, this is looting. This is looting for real. I'm not gonna hold you. I was just trying to get the answer from co-pilot, like where in the world they do this a lot, like where these patterns have been picked up a lot, bro. South Africa was like on this shit like 2021, bro, but it was like I think it was politically driven, but we had this little thing, bro. Like they did it, bro. Like, so, you know what I'm saying, but it was a whole bunch of looting going on, but it happened at a scale where it was literally it was a crisis. Is that the word I'm looking for? Crisis and emergency, blah blah blah. It was like broadcasted, like, you know what I'm saying, on the news across the country, like the whole nine. You feel me? Yeah, like, okay, I see what you're talking about right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Many people, the staff was overwhelmed. It was impossible to—
Hold on, I don't know if y'all guys have the time for me to show y'all when it happened, like out here, right? Hold on. Let me do this. Shit, I got experience wrong. Forgive me. This shit right here. Death rises in South Africa as violence and looting spreads. I mean, damn, why did I start this on? Wait, let me see something.
And sleep.
But this one was more of a crisis. It wasn't like maybe a bunch of young people going crazy. You know what I'm saying? They done did damage and all that. So y'all telling me this is what it'd be looking like after these teenage... Look at that. Swarming. Is this like what it'd be looking like? But this was like the whole freaking town shit. Like, yo. And come on, bro. You flashing my shit! This should keep happening, bro. Damn, bro. What's good though is that, you know what I'm saying, right now I'm not a big creator, so hopefully nobody catches that. So anyway, hopefully yeah. But this was the entire township, bro. It's not just like a group of teenagers, right? A bunch of teenagers or whatever.
Stop or identify any of the culprits. There are reports of flash mob robberies happening as far back as 2011. At the time, people used text messages and early social media to plan raids. But today, technology just makes it much easier. Now, a single post can reach thousands of people in minutes. A location is shared.
But I'm not gonna lie, bro. The growth of the online world, bro. It makes me nervous for a whole lot of experiences of life, because now we got this aspect of life where like shit can exist, shit from real life can exist. Nah, let me not get into that, bro. We might be here for 2 hours. Fast.
A time is set and a crowd shows up.
Organized on social media, a wave of spur-of-the-moment meetups has been creating chaos in American cities and has even spread overseas.
Shop owners have little time to respond. They could only watch as their items were stolen. Sometimes...
No! Did you see that? That's so crazy. You cannot control. There's no way you could control this.
Been creating chaos in American cities and has even spread overseas.
Nah, hold on.
Shop owners have little time to respond. They could only...
Because like when shit looks like this, right? Look at that. When shit looks like this, right? You gotta focus on when people coming in the door. You're like, why is there so much people coming in the door? Like da. And then you focus on that one, you know, the few that has already made it in the store, and then you see people just picking items out the thing. Look,
watch as their items were stolen.
Like, look at that, like, and then more and more of them do that, and then you're like, yo, you're along by that now. You're like, hey, what's going on? At the same time, more people are coming in the door. This is like creepy, bro. Hold on, this is crazy. Imagine you're a store owner. You're like, because now who are you targeting, dog? Who are you going for? Ah, shit. Okay, I know you can like go ahead and maybe capture maybe 3 or 4 of those niggas and make examples out of them, maybe extreme examples. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make extreme examples out of niggas, man. Like, yo, these 4 right here. Oh my god. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's people that like believe in that kind of thing where, you know, I'll probably like kill one of your mans and then, you know what I'm saying, and then terrify the whole group in terms of like my store coming in my shit and da. You know what I'm saying? But like obviously the after effect of that, you don't know whether you're gonna sensitize these people to like maybe grow stronger towards you or whatever. But there are those kind of store owners that'll make examples out of the few that they are able to capture. You know what I'm saying? But this is crazy. Wait, let me see this.
Sometimes stores shut down early to stay safe.
But many restaurants had already locked down their doors and sheltered in place inside.
Yeah, now of course, business is affected. Business is absolutely affected.
Things spread to multiple countries, including London, Australia, and Canada. At that point, it stopped being just a trend. It became a public safety issue. As the incidents increased, police began to take them seriously.
Yo, and you know what another thing that should seriously be regarded with this kind of thing is that, you know what I'm saying, like these parts of the world that they mentioned here, that this thing happens, can influence the other parts of the world start doing this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? When they probably, I don't know, fed up with their government, with their authority, with their whatever is going on, and it's like, yo, they be doing that in the UK or blah blah or wherever. Okay, I literally kind of forgot what they mentioned here, but like, you know what I'm saying, they literally do it here. Why don't we just do that? You know what I'm saying? And then I imagine like the whole freaking earth is on that kind of tip, bro. Damn, it's the purge, buddy.
The goal was to stop swarming before it started, so officers monitored TikTok and Snapchat or planned swarms.
When police found out that there was a takeover planned here, they started adding more resources like this.
In some cases, police arrived too late. Crowds already formed and stores were overwhelmed. In those situations, officers arrested people who refused to leave. And even after the crowd cleared, police reviewed CCTV and body cam footage. They used it to identify and arrest those involved. Sometimes.
Okay, here's a scenario, right? Because now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm there. Maybe I'm at that McDonald's that they just showed there, right? Maybe I'm just there just enjoying my own time there, right? Came there to kick it, came there to get a meal, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Been a long day. And I am a young person. I'm probably from school. I'm probably from class. You know what I'm saying? Want to go kick it at a McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Wi-Fi there is better than at my place. It's tripping right now. Maybe the McDonald's Wi-Fi can just like do me just whatever the situation, bro. I just came to kick it, and then they come and do this whole raid thing, and then I'm there, right? I'm still like trying to chill out, yo, like this group of people is here, blah blah blah, and then the cops show up, right? And then they probably thinking I'm on some bullshit too. You feel what I'm saying? What about those kind of people for me right now? It's like, yo, bro, I hope this loud banging music outside of my crib right now is not too distracting, right? I can hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it. It's just a whip just going crazy. It's early morning. It's a public holiday, so you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just kicking it right now, but I hope it's not too distracting. Anyway, you might even hear voices, bro. I'm sorry in advance. But you know, let's say that whole scenario, bro. Like I'm there like kicking it, you know, and then now they might think I'm part of that action. Because obviously you're not there like chilling. And then, you know, this whole mob or swarm of people is just like going crazy, and then you just still chilling trying to eat your food. You know, you probably are like on the defensive, and you're like, hey, what's going on? You might stand up and go outside because like you have nothing to do with this. You like, bro, what is going on here? You might be terrified and maybe run outside and go across the street, but you know, just still remain in the scene just to observe what the fuck is going on here. You know what I'm saying? And then the cops, they pull up and they're like, yeah, you too, yeah, you too. Hey, what do you do in that situation, man? Whole bunch of these young folks, bro, like they about to be even more nervous being outside. Already they socially anxious creatures, bro. This about to make it way worse.
They released the footage so the public could help. Some parents who discovered their children took part even turned their kids into the police. But in the end, business owners were the ones affected the most. Swarming made it harder to run their stores. Stores that could afford it added more security. Others closed early when they saw crowds forming outside. It became one of their biggest headaches.
And the problem is they don't recognize the financial and economic damage they're doing to that community.
Of course they're not, bro. Why would you even expect them to have that type of consideration, right? You see what they're doing. Or it can even go to a point where it's like they don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like they see that, they know that shit, they don't give a fuck. Like, because maybe probably a whole bunch of they old folks, and this is why, you know, for this kind of individual, it would be weird to be on this. Maybe let's say your parents, your old folks or whatever, they be running businesses. That's how probably your family be surviving. And you go and do this in other people's businesses. Like, ain't nothing more hypocritical than that. Not hypocritical. Is that the word I'm looking for? Hypocritical? I don't know. Fuck it. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's backwards. Because now, it's like, once we done with every store in the neighborhood, let's go to your uncle's store right quick. I'm saying, yeah, it's your shit turn now. Is you gonna keep the same energy? Be honest. Put it in the comments. Be honest.
Unfortunately, there's no clear way to shut down this trend, especially because there's no clear leader. It's just a group of troublemakers acting at the same time. Swarming is still happening as of today. And as long as social...
Wait, man, what are you talking about? This shit was 8 days ago? Yo, real shit, look at that. Get out my face, Future. 8 days ago, bruh. This shit is literally freshly still happening. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
Media makes it this easy to organize. We don't know when it will end. Our next chapter is about creators who found a way to go viral by filming people at their lowest point.
Oh, filming
poverty,
people at
tourism
their
gone
lowest
wrong.
point.
This trend is straightforward. Creators and influencers film people in tough environments and post it online. Sometimes it looks like kindness or spreading awareness, but for some creators, their real goal is to make the video go viral. And the worse the situation looks, the better the video performs. In late 2025, YouTuber Pete Z posted a video titled "I Survived India's Deadliest Slum." Pete traveled to India and spent 3 days in one of the largest slums in the world. The video went viral for all the wrong reasons. First, people were offended by how Pete described the area. He emphasized police corruption, violence, and robberies. They also accused him of turning the misery of people into
entertainment. Yo. For those who are just like joining the stream right now, bro, we are looking at we are kicking it with Visual Venture. That's the name of the channel, you know. It's Disturbia, as I told y'all. We starting a new series. It's the worst internet trend still happening today. And I was literally surprised. I was like, yo, the things happening on here are too crazy. Are you sure? We talking about 2026? Boom, that's fresh content. It was 8 days ago. Yo, this is crazy, bro. And right now we are at a point, right, where people, you know, it's sort of a trend. I didn't even know it was a trend like that. Okay, I guess trends is just pattern recognition, right? That's what a trend is, just like patterns. And so I guess according to Visual Venture, it has been a pattern observed where a whole bunch of people, well, tourists, are making a whole bunch of content at the, you know, at the expense of like the poor people. I'm saying bums in the street, underprivileged people, just like filming them, blah blah. And of course you're not gonna like compensate each and every individual. There's too many of these individuals that you come across as a tourist, right? Okay, let me say allegedly, maybe, because they okay, be honest, bro, be honest in the comments, right? Do y'all think there's people that maybe when they travel overseas and then they see a whole bunch of underprivileged people in an area, they're like, oh, I didn't know they live like this in this country. Let me take like really quick footage of this. Oh, this is crazy. The economic state in this part of the world is crazy. And then you go back and then you fly back to your own like indigenous environment, and then, you know, you chop it up and then you drop that as content. You make a whole bunch of money out of that, and then, you know what I'm saying, the people there where you just made content out of them, and then boo-hoo, they continue dying, and then you out here creating more life for yourself. Okay, look, it is what it is, bro. It happens, right? But be honest in the comments, bro. Do you think there is a single tourist or whatever who goes through that experience and really thinks to like, yo, let me change these people's lives that I'm about to go drop this content, you know, from, like, using them to drop this content? Let me just probably, I don't know, let me look out, I don't know, can leave a little something, let me contribute in the transformation of their life, I don't know, and then document that. I don't know, yeah, maybe document that too. That's cool. It's not corny. It is, but just make sure that you really do that shit and it's authentic, and them people really like, you know what I'm saying, they really get touched from that. You feel me? So, because right now I'm only asking that question because like I really don't think there's people out there. But then again, I don't want to just like put a blanket statement over every human being, be like, yo, people don't do this and they don't do good things for like the underprivileged and shit like that, right? So yeah, that was my whole question. So yeah, we're at that point in the video. Yeah, stay tuned.
Entertainment. Reporters called it poverty tourism. It became a global story. Despite the backlash, the video stayed up. It was offensive, but not illegal. But this next creator named Keith Castillo took things much further. In 2025, Keith was struggling to get views on his video, so he came up with a new idea. He would film himself giving gifts to random homeless people. I mean, that sounds like a good thing. But the gifts...
And like, if you ask me, it sounds like just like some regular thing that you can just like contentify, if I mean, you know, for lack of a better term, let me put it that way. Yeah, contentify, right? But then now, what's the non-offensive way of doing this?
Weren't actually gifts.
What, blurring the eyes and the faces of the people you're doing this for? Because you ask me, it's like, yo, it's his decision, it's his prerogative. Like, he can go ahead and do that. He got the equipment, he got he got the audience that maybe wants to see that. Let's see what,
instead of food or warm
let's see how that turned out for him, right?
Clothes, he gave them inappropriate and harmful items. Castillo titled his video, "Keeping the Homeless in the Streets." Viewers felt the idea was unsettling. It implied that encouraging harm...
Okay, wait. So you telling me, bro, you were giving these homeless people like just what, a bunch of drugs and substances and things like that, like illegal shit that would keep them in the streets? Okay, you know what? I might have just forgot that we are breaking down a video that breaks down some disturbing trends. It has to be disturbing, right? Okay, cool. Let's see.
Harmful habits would only make their situation worse. Many people hated it.
That looked like a horrible clickbait antic that he was engaged.
Okay, look, I take what I take what I said back, right? Yeah, I spoke too soon. My fault, because I was like, yo, you know, this is some shit that he wanna do. Why not? Like, okay, clearly I did not reach this part of the video. That's it. That's all right. Shut him down, bro. Like, fuck this.
But Keith brushed off the backlash. He said he spoke to police and was told it wasn't illegal. When they asked him why he did it, Keith said he was following trends that he saw other creators doing. It was all for views.
He also didn't seem too concerned with handing out alcohol to potential substance
okay. Keith, no.
users, saying, honestly, I don't care, bro. It's good for the clicks and views, you know?
But as the backlash continued, he claimed the video was...
Where you see this man, bro. Okay, wait. Why he look like Drewski? Yo, shout out my boy Drewski, but bro, you could actually like see. Okay, Drewski made Drewski is probably the you know, more acceptable extreme in terms of the appearance. I'm only bringing up Drewski because, like, you know, face card, bro. Look at this nigga. But he's probably like the down bad bottom of the barrel version of, you know, a non-black Drewski. Like, you know, but damn, bro, like you could tell he was destined to kind of just eventually be so desperate for clicks and like, bro, look at the face card, bro. Who the hell just like clicking on homie like content? You know what I'm saying? Just at will. Just like, oh, let me see this. Oh, it looks like a decent man in the face. Pause. Looks like a person whose content I can respect. Like, there's none of that, like, looking at the face card, right?
It's just a skit. He also said he took the harmful items back after filming. Since then, Keith has not repeated this kind of content, but the trend unfortunately lives on. Keith's video looked like an act of generosity, but it was the exact opposite, calling something one thing when it's clearly another. And most cell phone companies have been doing the same thing to us for years. They show you one price and your bill is more than you expect. But Mint Mobile, the sponsor of today's video, fixed this problem and tags easier than you think. You can traditional wireless cycle.
That was a long ass ad. I just, you know, oh my god, I just clicked on jump ahead. That shit I think it jumped over like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, man. Damn, okay.
Chapter is about a health hack that fooled millions of people.
What's that?
The garlic trend.
The garlic trend. Okay, let me take a guess. The garlic trend? Okay, you know what? I think I might have an idea, because look at the thumbnail, right? Look at the thumbnail. This is on my queue, by the way. This is on my queue. Look at this. Do not attempt garlic. Look, is this the garlic? You know what I'm saying? Look, is this what they be doing with the garlic? Oh my god, visual venture, dog. What's going on with people, niggas, bruh? Why would you do this? To get high? Look at her eyes. Look at these eyes right here. Look high. It's crazy. That's crazy. The garlic trend. Okay, let's see what they was doing with this garlic, sticking it up the nose and shit.
This trend promised to solve a problem millions face, but the solution did more harm than good. It was called the garlic in nose trend, and it started gaining attention in 2021. A woman with a blocked nose decided to try a health hack. She filmed herself putting a clove of garlic into her nose. Then she left.
So it's to unclog congested nasal activity?
It there for about 10 minutes. When she pulled it out, her mucus came out and the garlic looked like it cleared her nose. Blocked noses affect many people, and this looked like an easy fix. Thousands of people started trying it. It even made it on the news. And almost every time they did this, the same thing happened. They pulled the garlic out and mucus followed. It quickly became a TikTok trend. More than 94.9.
Damn. Okay, let me tell you why I'm having that reaction, because you get like a whole bunch of people who are affected by, you know, like sinusitis, you know what I'm saying, like sinus infections and blah blah blah. And then you can even like constantly, when you be talking to these kind of people, it's like it's a constant, you know what I'm saying, pulling of, I don't know what to call it, bro, like just pulling of the thing, like a or whatever, right? Like they snore, but they just pulled it, but you could hear they clearly struggling, you know what I'm saying, bro. Just yesterday, dog, like, you know, taking the cab back from work and shit like that, like the driver of the thing was like constantly on that thing, like, you can hear, it's like, I'm saying, it gets disturbing. I can understand why a lot of people seeing this work for a lot more people. It's like, yo, let me try this, until you actually do, bro. Like, I be getting nervous, bro, when I because okay, I'm the type of person, bro, I go through maybe a complication, health complication, I look it up first, you know what I'm saying, I look it up first instead of just like going to a medical practitioner or whatever, you know, look it up, and then you get more and more curious, like da da da, and then you end up searching, yo, home remedies for that thing, right? There's a whole bunch of home remedies, but you may not know maybe the side effect of the home remedy. Your body may not accept that, you know, with grace. You know what I'm saying? You may have, yo, it may just be janky for you, literally crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're maybe your nostrils is allergic to some garlic. You thinking, nah, what, I eat garlic, you know what I'm saying, from time to time, you feel me? It's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? The last time I ate it, I almost threw up, but it was cool, so, you know, why not, let me stick it up the nose, and then you know, little did you know, your nostril is super anti-garlic. Maybe, I don't know, is that how it may work? And then you just stick it up the nose, you damn near die. Alright, let's get off of that. That might have been too dark for some audience members, right quick, right?
9 million clips were shared on TikTok with the hashtag
94.9. Okay, garlic nose.
Garlic and nose. Many TikTok trends are reckless, but this one seems safe and helpful.
Garlic helpful.
Natural after all. Some TikTokers even caption their videos, "This is not dangerous. The garlic just cleans your sinuses out." But that wasn't true. This hack was actually risky. People just didn't realize it. And behind the scenes, problems were already happening. One TikTok user said she massively regretted trying this trend. She pulled the garlic out after just 1 minute because her nose started burning. But even after removing it, the irritation lasted for a while. Another person had it worse. The garlic got stuck inside her nose and she ended up in the
no. Oh shit. Stuck? That's what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, a whole bunch of people respond differently to some garlic, you know what I mean? That's unfortunate.
Hospital. Doctors had to suction it out, but people still didn't think the trend was a problem. After all, it looked like it was clearing mucus. That's when doctors stepped in and they shut the idea down. They said the mucus coming out wasn't a good thing.
So wait, how do you do it? Do you just like shove it in there and just like let it rest in there? Maybe you breathe out of your mouth while it just sits there, or you gotta try to breathe through that garlic that's in your nostril, like, or like even like the distance, the size that you cut, like, excuse me, what's going on with, like, what's up there, like, right? What's up?
It was a sign that something was wrong. Doctors explained that the mucus was a sign of irritation. Garlic contains harsh
mucus was a sign of irritation. So I guess the influx of that whole like of all that mucus was supposed to unclog the clog?
Compounds that can irritate the inside of the nose. The body wants to expel the garlic and its chemicals, so it creates an overflow of mucus to flush out that irritant. That's why so much comes out at once.
The volatiles in garlic can actually burn the mucous membranes of the nose.
Doctors warned it could lead to infections. Even with all these cases and warnings, the trend is still around. Doctors are still warning people to stop. It seems to come back every flu season because it looks like an easy fix. But in this case, this cure can leave you even worse. Up next is a trend that made homeowners fear for their safety.
What is that?
The door challenge. The door kick challenge.
What, Ding Dong Ditch? I don't know if y'all remember Ding Dong Ditch. I swear to God, if they talking about Ding Dong Ditch, like, what?
Started in 2021.
Door kicking. Door kicking? Or what? This gives like what? What's that level of college, bro? Freshman? No. Yeah, whatever. Maybe high school challenges, bro. When y'all bored, in the neighborhood, just like, you know, school holidays, I don't know. Door kicking.
College students kicked dorm.
There we go. What I just say? Some college little shit.
Room doors to scare their friends. But by the end of the year, it got worse and spread to neighborhoods. Teenagers would kick the doors of random houses and run away. The people inside didn't understand what was happening.
Either a car had hit my house or
the guy just flying kicked that door, bro. You see that? So the whole point was to just like break the door. Was the point to break the door? I swear, bro, I swear, bro, if it's some adults doing this stuff, but like, think about it, it is adults doing this stuff. The hell, it is adults doing this stuff, because at that age, it's like, college ages with 19, you're beyond 8, bro, come on, bro. Whole grown-ass men and women doing this is crazy, bro. Sometimes I ask myself, like, yo, okay, let me not do that, bro. Let me not say what I was about to say. I'm already uncancelable. I mean, it's nobody here. See, I'm a nobody right here, like on the internet. So it's nothing to cancel really. But you know, some offensive stuff that I was about to say. You know, since I'm even scared of being canceled with this level of uncancelability.
Somebody was trying to break in, which seems pretty stupid since my truck was right here in the driveway.
Most homeowners thought someone was trying to break in.
Man, look at this, man.
When they came outside, no one was there. Only a damaged door. Police quickly identified it as the latest TikTok trend.
They go up to this house.
TikTok. There we go with the talk tick again, bruh. TikTok be just frying people, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. TikTok is just frying people, dog. Hold on, though. Go on, you know, for a little word from the sponsors, and then we'll continue this after that, right? Let's do it.
Forever though, like my mama's son missing. Ain't no telling, do they love or did they kill him? The dominoes have fallen, we can't go back to beginning. This existential crisis, the reason I cannot keep competing and keep on living. So it's back against the world, seeing all your value once you dealt with all the dirt. Backing up slowly from these diamonds and pearls, quote unquote. Fat lady sings, I see the writing on the walls. Back to the sin, cause it was pride before the fall, and now it's just over.
Alright, y'all. Y'all know how I go. Wait, why am I on the scene, man? Keep tripping out, bro. What's going on? Okay, cool. Visual venture. We are talking the worst internet trends still happening. Okay, there we go. Right. So some ding dong ditch version of, well, an extreme version of a ding dong ditch, might I add, bruh. You know what I'm saying? They talking about that right now, where it's like actually door kicking. Oh yeah, door kicking. And I did say, you know what I'm saying, I, you know, hit the nail on the head talking about some college thing, you know what I mean? And yeah, bro, like these college, they're already adults, bro, is my whole thing. These motherfuckers is already adults, and they doing some, like, this is a weak ass, it's probably like pranky, right? Some prank stuff to them and things like this, and they feel like, yo, this might be entertaining for whatever, dog. Because clearly they be doing these things to capture it on tape, right? So they can probably tape. Whoa, I sound like a fossil right now. Nah, they capture this shit on 4K. Feel me? So they can just like come out here, you know, just make a noise about some shit like online, or have some shit making a noise online about some dumbass trend. Man, it's some talk tick stuff, y'all know how it goes. Talk tick.
And you can see it from the security camera. They go, they kick the garage, run away, and turns out they actually damaged the garage.
The media picked up the story.
Teens actually recording themselves kicking people's doors, and authorities are worried they could be putting themselves in some real danger.
Homeowners were getting angrier. Some made it clear they were ready to defend their homes.
He didn't think about, you know, there's definitely reactions to actions, and he didn't think about what could have happened You know, it could have just that quickly gone that bad.
At that point, it was only a matter of time before something unfortunate happened.
What happened,
In December
Visual?
2025, a teenager in Florida picked the house for the challenge. The door swung open instantly. The good news was that the homeowner wasn't inside, but her dogs were. One of them was a Yorkshire
A
Terrier.
York? Little that like that saved the day, right? No, you're saying what the hell did this nigga do?
Terrier named Spooky. With the door
Spooky. Ooh, Spooky.
open, Spooky ran into the street. By the time the owner got home, the door was broken and her dog was gone. She searched everywhere, but by the time she found her dog, Spooky didn't make it.
Oh no, Spooky died.
Look, this is not a joke. But you guys can't just go around kicking.
Is that Spooky owner? After the challenge. Is this Spooky owner?
people's doors and not being held responsible for
The
it.
community was outraged by this.
Yeah,
Police
facts.
launched an investigation. A few weeks later, they arrested the person who kicked the door open. He was charged with felony burglary and criminal mischief. But even after the incident, the trend didn't fully end. New incidents are still being reported. This next trend told people to...
Oh man, R.I.P. Spooky. So wait, So Spooky's situation was the initiation of aggressive investigation towards things like kicking the door down challenge from degeneration. Oh shit, I had to make it a bar. I had to make it a bar. I had to complete the bar. No, from this kind of degeneracy. So they started taking it seriously after Spooky's disappearance and unfortunate untimely death. R.I.P. Spooky. Alright, let me hear more of it, Visual.
To do something most of us were warned not to do as children.
Yep.
Sun exposure.
Sun exposure. Wait, what version of sun exposure? Yo, I remember this one time. I don't know what we were thinking as kids in school. Okay, now I may have got that one wrong. It wasn't in school, but it was like within the neighborhood. I cannot remember the group of friends where we used to just like stare at dead at the sun. Remember that whole thing? No, you can't stare at the sun, bro. Like your eyes, your eyes sensitive as shit. And let me show you how you do this shit. But I cannot even remember what the reason was. But look, I have recognized people like sun gazers, shit like that. Y'all know the sun gazers, people that they gaze at anything on the sky, right? Cloud gazers, star gazers, moon gazers, blah blah blah. Shout out my boy Gazer. Hold on, y'all know who that is though. If y'all don't, yeah, it's over with. Never mind that. But yeah, man, I gazed at the sun, and like I don't know what the logic of even people gazing at the sun on some self-help vibe. Like I don't understand that concept. Maybe it is not for me to understand, right? The whole gazing at these things. But we did it, bro, and like would later hear that this thing is so damaging to the eyes, my boy. Might end up blind at a certain age. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I was terrified. I was like, because I feel like that's when I started to believe the stupidity in just like staring at the sun. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? It must have some. It might just have some harmful implications. It probably does. Hold on, man. Y'all know me, bro. I gotta unpack it with my boy Copilot, man. Copilot, is it a negative experience to stare at the sun?
Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes to humans,
yeah, that's all I needed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was my whole little thing in terms of weird trends that we used to be on as youngins.
A TikTok trend claimed you could improve.
Okay, but I don't think I was just saying that. I don't think this is it though. I don't think this is staring at the sun type shit.
Improve your health in a strange way. The trend was called sun eating.
Sun eating?
Sun gazing is an ancient Egyptian
There we go, sun gazing! Oh, staring at the sun though.
practice that will drastically improve your life on all levels, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
People were told to expose their eyes.
The talking heads online, we talk about sun gazing is the way, it's the method, it's the meta, right?
To sunlight for 5 to 10 seconds every day. But only during the first or last last 15 minutes of sunlight. Influencers claimed that time was the safe window.
Not only is it safe, but it will improve your eyesight, improve your endocrine health, improve your sleep cycles.
By late 2023, the trend was already popular online. TikTokers shared videos trying it for themselves, and they couldn't stop talking about the endless benefits of this ancient practice.
It gives you natural.
The trend was already popular online. TikTokers shared videos trying it for themselves, and they couldn't.
Look. But this motherfucker eye lazy because of this thing. Wait, hold on. Shit, I just zoomed in with the wrong button, man. Fuck. What'd I just do? Oh no! Ah, bro, I fucked my setup up. You see?
Stop talking.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Alright, hold on. Bro, you probably might develop a lazy eye. This eye is lazier than the other one. Facts. Look at that. Okay. Okay, it's too close. Too close. Too close towards the eyes of a man. That's pause. That's extra pause. My fault.
About the endless benefits of this ancient practice.
Yo.
It gives you natural energy, which is what they don't want you to know.
Break that down.
That's why they tell you not to do these things.
Break it down.
Some even claimed it could help with weight loss. Thanks to these claims, this trend had over 70 million views on TikTok. People treated it like a miracle cure. There was one big problem. There was no scientific.
Y'all remember even? I think Gazer Soul. Yeah, shout out Soul Illuminati, bro. I know he didn't gain a whole lot of respect because of, you know, how he is. And I feel like it's more because of his personality and more because of maybe his character. You know what I'm saying? More than just like what he be talking about. More often than not. Like, bro, I look at channels like Soul Illuminati and I hear him, you know, talk about these awarenesses that you gotta have. Like, yo, peep this. Like, yo, this is the secret. These are the mysteries. This is like, yo, like this, I'm exposing this part of, you know, darkness of life and things like that. And it's a salute to him. But I feel like even with me, right, for example, I tap into his content because of the personality, really, the persona. You know what I'm saying? He got that entertainment value. I mean, even his numbers reflect that. You know what I'm saying? They've been reflecting that throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm only mentioning him because I've heard the whole sun gazing, gazer, goddamn it, gazer. It came from the sun gazing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was after his breakup with, I think that vampire ex-girlfriend of hers. She turned you know, into a vampire eventually, unfortunately. But yeah, he done, like, after that breakup, he went on his whole, you know, spiritual awakening journey and gazer, and it was kind of like the same time I was going through some shit. Like, that's how I bumped into his channel and, like, you know, paid close attention, because I was looking for that kind of sort of guidance myself. Like, yo, what kind of information can just like give me a different perspective, maybe, you know, a clarification of my current perspective, like whatever the case, dog. Feel me? I bumped into Soul Illuminati. He went hard on the sun gazing concept. What I'm telling you, bro. Gazer, you feel me? And so, you know, yeah, shout out Soul Illuminati, but apparently that shit is just dangerous for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me see this.
Proof behind any of it. Doctors were the first to sound the warning. The main problem was obvious. Direct sunlight is too strong for the eyes, especially the retina. The retina plays a vital role in helping us see, and unlike many parts of the body, it does not heal on its own. Doctors published articles and made videos to correct the misinformation, but the influencers doubled down.
You've been told sunlight damages your skin, but sunrise and sunset light actually reach.
Okay, I don't know about the skin though. I don't know about the skin, but definitely the eyes, right?
Structure your cells to operate at a higher.
Okay, depending on who you are. Boom. Depending on who you are, but the sun can maybe be bad for your skin. You may be one of those individuals where it's like, yo, you got like that special skin, right? Yeah, shout out to y'all though.
That kind of messaging kept the trend alive. Dozens of people, including grown adults, continued doing
the pushback trend of these kind of facts.
The outcome was exactly what doctors warned about. Someone learned the hard way. In 2024, a college student visited an eye clinic. She noticed a blind spot in her left eye. Doctors asked what happened, and her explanation left them speechless. She said she tried the TikTok trend. She was in the sun for less than a minute, but that was too much. Scans showed her retina was affected. Sadly, it was permanent. Her case was
retinopathy, secondary to the viral TikTok trends on getting solar retinopathy.
Later documented in a medical journal. Even stories like this didn't stop the trend on TikTok. More videos kept coming, each one repeating the same promises. In 2025, scientists looked into the trend. They wanted to see if it was as amazing as people claimed. But after all the research, they found no reliable evidence supporting the benefits. But the trend is still around. Every few months, new videos pop up promising the same exaggerated benefits. And whenever it returns, new people are exposed to the same risk. Our next chapter.
Nah, wait, before you get into the next chapter, bro, you know why I'm so concerned right now at this part of the video, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been getting these, you know, critical, just like, pain experiences, right? Like, behind my right eye. Like, it's retinal, it's kind of retinal pain. I told y'all, like, I be looking shit up that I be going through health-wise. You know what I'm saying? So, they would, produce these migraine-like type pains. Y'all saw in my videos, you know, a couple of reactions ago, I would do like reactions with like shades on, and y'all probably was thinking, why isn't he got shades on? Like, isn't he indoors? And yes, I am, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's because, you know, I got this light going on. You know what I mean? Because I want to appear, you know, pretty decent, man, in front of y'all, bro, so y'all can see me and shit like that. So I got these lights, and now whenever that migraine, whenever this pain would start, like, you know, in the back of my head, it's like migraine pain, you know what I'm saying? So these lights would sensitize that pain, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm now thinking maybe it's this retinopathy. I think that's the word that I was seeing, that can be caused by sun gazing. I'm not gonna lie, bro, it's getting me, I'm even more nervous now. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, yo, can y'all suggest maybe some proper lighting, dog, that, you know, please, you know, I don't know, like, drop it in the comments after you like this video, please. Drop it in the comments, please, bro. Like, if y'all know any if y'all have any recommendations, you can even drop a link to maybe a from any online store, maybe Amazon, maybe, I don't know, Take a Lot, whatever, Temu even, you know, where I can get like proper lighting that won't affect this kind of retinal, you know what I'm saying, if you're going through this retinal complication, right? You know what I mean? Because, you know, what I'm talking about is not from sun gazing for me. Shit, maybe it is. Fuck. But I mean, I've tried it once or twice, bro. But trust me, bro. Whoa. This is not from no sun gazing, dog. Like, it's really, you know, the doctor figured it's some sinusitis. You know what I'm saying? I got that whole clarity from the doctor telling me, yo, it's a sinusitis effect, so it causes, you know, and the sinus is like, you know, some nerves are attached to that, and it makes the, I don't know, that part that you say hurt, right? And then it causes these migraine pains and blah blah blah, and then light sensitizes that, makes it even more intense, right? So I'm kind of nervous, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shit, maybe that's what's going on. That's why I think I gotta change my lighting, yo. But yeah, before we as we proceed, give you what you need. Still kicking it with visual venture. I don't know why I keep adding a plural there. Visual venture, the worst internet trends. Hold on, worst internet trends still happening today. Wait, so y'all telling me people are still sun gazing today, even after the plethora of information about this kind of thing, bro? And to me, why that is alarming in itself is because, yo, bro, like, we're in the age of information, dog. You feel me? We're in the age where information just flies. You know, like, it's at people's fingertips. It's out here. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So for you to still be ignorant to do it today, bro, like, I don't know what your fate is at this point,
it's about
buddy.
A community of people.
So yeah, we still chopping it up about like sun gazing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all know, you know, the talking points about sun gazing, health benefits, this, that, and the third, from the chakra collective of people, from the self-help collective of people, the deep spiritually connected collective of people, subconscious communities type shit.
People who became so obsessed with their appearance, they ignored every warning that came with it.
Damn.
Looks maxing gone too far.
Oh my god. Oh, talk about it. Yo, talk about that looks maxing stuff, man. ladies. Y'all want to be looks maxers? Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, that's the most current one, and it's most powerful because it's most dominant, because it's most loudest. You know what I'm saying, bro? They be going crazy, bro. They got a poster guy for that shit, bro. Y'all know that, right? Shout out my boy Clav, bro. That guy literally, I think he overdosed at a club sometime this past week, some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to be out here doing his thing, looks maxing and looking good, bro. And look, bro, I feel like this whole trend of looks maxing, right? It has found people at a time when they are actually desperate for that kind of messaging. Let me explain. You get a whole bunch of young men who are already just like lonely people. I mean, y'all know about the lonely male epidemic, you know what I'm saying? Antisocial, this, that, and the third, and people are just like weird with one another. They don't want to establish relationships, this, that, and the third. Y'all know this, bro. Y'all heard it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, bro, like, how can I change this? Because probably a whole lot of, you know, males, especially the younger ones, you know, I'm talking Gen Zs. You know what I mean? Gen Alphas are kind of young still. They still teenagers. They still just gotta worry about homework and, you know, assignments and shit like that. Like, y'all, you know, they can chill. They still be watching Miss Rachel and shit. But you know, the younger ones, the younger ones who are tapping into adulthood right now, or who are just getting there, it's crazy. And so therefore, looks maxing, and what this this individual Clavicular, I don't know. Wait, are y'all familiar with the name Clavicular? Okay, it's a creator called Clav, you know what I'm saying, Clavicular, who is the poster child for this thing. And a whole lot of, you know, youngins, bro, like YNs, no, not YNs, but like young neighbors, you feel me? They be latching on to homie's message, bro. And if y'all ain't know, okay, consider this doing some homework about this looks maxing thing. They say it's gone too far. Let's see.
This trend started because young men wanted to improve their looks. At first, there was nothing directly obvious that was wrong with it, but some people pushed it too far.
There we go. Don't smash in.
I was like, this is the craziest thing I've heard since the Tide Pods.
The trend is called looks maxing, but it was taken too far. Looks maxing is a set of methods men use to make themselves look more attractive. Young men formed Reddit groups to discuss skincare, fitness, and fashion. Sometimes members would post photos of themselves.
And I know y'all even watching this video, if y'all ain't tapped into these kind of narratives, right? Y'all looking at this like, yo, these things ain't bad, bro. These guys are trying to look good and this, that, and the third. What's bad about this? What's the disturbia factor about this, right? What's disturbing about this? Stay tuned.
Then other members would point out their physical flaws and suggest ways to fix them. And for a while, that's all it was. But for some, basic improvements weren't enough. They became obsessed with their facial structure. They wanted sharper jawlines and defined cheekbones. So they went looking for extreme solutions. And that's where things took a turn. Some members of the looks maxing community came across a theory called Wolff's Law. Wolff's Law says that bones can slowly adapt when pressure is applied over time. But these guys misunderstood the concept. Without going into any detail, they thought applying force to their face could give them sharper jawlines and cheekbones.
They be smashing their faces with some hammers. They be smashing they. Oh my god, y'all, bro, listen.
And tried it. Starting in 2022, those videos began appearing on TikTok.
Okay, bro, let's be honest, ladies. Oh my god. Okay, I observed my analytics this one day, bro. It said like, I don't know, some like 0.5% or ladies, I don't know. So it's, yeah, I don't even know how to address this, but like, what? Let me ask y'all boys, right? Y'all boys, bro, like, what do you think it is like that makes the jawline attractive to ladies? That makes just like maybe a sharper chisel like structure on the, like, what is it about it? Like that for me? Like, I look at that, I'd be like, bro, like, why? Like, are you sick, brother? Like, are you going through some shit? Like, why is your face looking like that? Are you able, like, are you considered maybe disabled? Like, okay, I ain't trying to body shame, but these guys, they put it on themselves, bro. They be smashing their bones on their face to get these structures, is what I'm saying. If that's not alarming to y'all, that's like, to me, it's crazy. You know? So what do y'all boys think it is, bro, like about, you know, about girls that find this kind of things attractive? Because here are these young men right here thinking that, you know, they about to get some action off of this. Attention, maybe. Yo, I'm starting to think, look, right? I'm starting to think it's not even about looking good, but it's about like keeping people on these screens, because it's about screen time. At the end of the day, somebody who's like heavily influenced by this kind of thing, bro, like they spend all their time, you know, screening the stuff, watching this kind of stuff, right? That's what these platforms want, right? Are they dumb? Are these boys dumb, or are they geniuses for finding a pocket of a niche where people will desperately search for this kind of, you know what I'm saying, content to want to look good desperately, whatever? Are they geniuses or are they retards? Like, be honest. Put it in the comments.
Claimed it improved their facial features. The videos pulled in millions of views. More people copied what they saw, and just like that, the trend took off. By 2023, those videos were viewed over 260 million times on TikTok. Some even made tutorials teaching others how to do it. Others posted before and after photos to prove it worked. But even though they made the trend look appealing, the reality was much darker.
Nah, bro, you know what I think though. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me not delve into that.
Doctors quickly raised concerns about the trend. Doctors explained that bones...
Wait, does this doctor look Max? Look at his face. Okay, pause. You know what? Don't do that.
Don't automatically heal into better shape. They can heal the wrong way or not heal at all.
You have no idea how your bones are going to rejoin themselves. We have no idea what the long-term implications are.
They also pointed out something else. The face isn't just made of bone. It has nerves, muscles, and blood vessels. Applying...
Because the shit like... Okay, look, I don't recommend you do this, but I don't know, bro. Like, try punch yourself in the face right now, right? For, you know, research purposes, man. Like, there's like probably nerves. You might like get the twitching and the skin get to being so uncomfortable, trying to like, you know, smash some shit on your face. It's like, bro, what the hell are we doing? This is skin, right? And then it's got like all these nerves attached to it, and bro, you're damaging more than just your bones, man. Thinking that you're like restructuring your face for the better. Bro, this looks Mexican. I've never, you know what I'm saying? I don't just understand. I've never come to understand it.
A serious force in the wrong place can cause issues.
Like, okay, look, this version of looks Mexican, the bone smashing, cracking your freaking skull to try to look good. That's what I've never understood. Like, looks Mexican is freaking, like, you can understand why somebody wants to look Mexican. As far as somebody wanting to look good, present themselves like the best way, and like, no, but I don't think anybody would be against that. But listen to what they doing to try and achieve that. I feel like they going like the opposite direction at this point.
Surprising that anyone thought this would work. Media reports describe the trend as nonsense and insane. TikTok banned it, but the trend didn't fully disappear. Looks maxing influencers are still getting millions of views, and some are still promoting questionable methods. Our next chapter is about people who thought they found a smarter way to work out, but doctors called it one of the most reckless trends they've seen.
The roid boys?
Dry scooping.
Oh. Dry scooping? What?
Around 2020, TikTokers came up with a new way to drink pre-workout powder. Instead of mixing it with water.
Oh, dry scooping. Shit. So they take the powder to the head itself. These are some bold boys. These boys is bold. Cause you know what I'm thinking now? Y'all know about the cinnamon challenge, right? This could choke you all the way out. That's crazy, bro. Like, because now, you know, it may take, like, imagine how long it takes for that thing to dissolve, bro. You know what I'm saying? It needs a whole lot of liquid to dissolve. You thinking like your own mucus is going to make that whole bowl of powder dissolve and throw pause? Like, yo. What?
They swallowed it dry. Then
I almost don't even want to hear about this. This might just traumatize.
They went straight into working out.
If you don't know what pre-workout
you can
is,
do
it kind of gets you pumped up, and I don't like to drink it.
They had a reason for doing it this way. They claimed that eating it dry would reach the bloodstream faster. That would lead to more energy and better performance in the gym. The idea sounded convincing to people scrolling online, but there was no scientific proof that it was.
Bro, the law of comparison is crazy. The law of comparing yourself with, like, it's poison at this point.
Better or safer. Despite that, dry scooping became popular.
It's to a point it should be illegal to compare yourself to people. Like, what?
Workout time, and everyone's been taking a pre-workout on my For You page.
Many people didn't experience any.
Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't have the effect of cinnamon, right? I was thinking, yo, the cinnamon challenge. Yo, have y'all tried dry scooping cinnamon? Some cinnamon? Oh, you know, a whole spoon of cinnamon. I seen the most traumatizing things on the net when with regards to that, bro. I've never like it's not enough money that could like just convince me to try that challenge.
Side effects, but for some, it landed them in the hospital.
Look at that.
In April 2021, a 20-year-old woman tried the trend on camera. She took a full scoop of pre-workout powder and went to the gym. But during her workout, she felt a weird sensation.
What happened?
My symptoms were heavy chest and chest pains, but I ignored it and I continued doing my workout.
It continued throughout the day. She was rushed to the hospital and doctors confirmed it was her heart. They told her she was lucky. It was only a partial blockage. They warned that a more severe blockage could have far worse consequences. Her story got a lot of attention online and even on TV.
So this woman ended up in the hospital after taking the dry scoop challenge.
But after that alarming case, the trend did not slow down. Dry scooping became so popular that researchers looked into it. They realized people didn't understand what they were doing.
Dr. Shanyon says the trend is a bad idea for a number of reasons.
The trend is appalling.
Pre-workout powders contain high levels of caffeine, and dry scooping changes how that caffeine enters the body. Instead of being diluted, it hits all at once.
It's like dry scooping coffee beans. Like crushed coffee beans. Like, processed coffee beans. Like in terms of, the caffeine kind of.
It's of 3.5 times the normal amount of caffeine that you would get in a cup of coffee.
That sudden surge can trigger serious reactions.
So they're getting a large portion of caffeine in one setting. When you do that, it increases the blood pressure substantially.
Eventually, TikTok banned the trend. Dry scooping videos were removed from the platform. But once again, that didn't end the trend. People still promote it on YouTube and Instagram, and there is little sign that the trend is going away. These trends prove that common sense sometimes